We're here in the clay studio with Susan Feagin. She's the coordinator for that studio. And Susan, I'd love to hear some things that go on in here.
Oh, welcome to Clay. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Oh man, well, I'm a little biased, but our clay studio is like the best on campus. It's the best studio. Well, our studio, every summer we usually have 2 clay classes at the same time, and we have 2 studios. So right now we're in upper clay, which is our wheel throwing studio.
Nice.
It's mostly a lot of vessels and whatnot. And then downstairs is our hand building and sculpture studio.
Oh, yeah.
So downstairs, a lot of tables, up here mostly our wheels. And we can have up to like a dozen students per class and 1 instructor, and then there are 2 assistants that like help do all the stuff that needs to get done.
Nice.
And it's pretty much any clay you can imagine, any process you can imagine, any kind of firing you can imagine.
Wow.
I mean, our studio is pretty flexible.
Very cool.
It can do just about anything, like
Nice.
mold making, figurative sculpture, vessels, non-vessels, whatever you want. We've
You
got
can do it here?
raku, pit firing, wood firing.
Wow.
So our studio is really, I think, like I say, I'm a little biased. It's like one of the best teaching studios around. And we have
Cool.
great teachers, awesome teachers.
Yeah, good.
So
Why don't you show us around a little bit?
yeah, well, like I say, here we are at upper clay. So the way it goes, each person has got their own, you get your wheel, your shelf, you know, everybody you get your clay and just make whatever you want. I mean, within reason, of course. The teacher's gonna tell you what to do. So yeah, so everybody makes work. There's demos usually twice a day.
Sweet.
And we also have like a visual projector for like slide presentations. And the nice thing is about being here, you know, because there's nothing to do but make pots, you're gonna get better. You can't help but improve.
That's right.
So if you really wanted to improve your throwing, this is the place to come.
Sounds great.
And the instructors often gives like individual critiques and like a lot of one-on-one help. So that's gonna be good too.
Great.
So that's the classroom.
Okay.
And then here, this is our glazing room.
Okay.
And so you make your work, we glaze the work in here.
Nice.
And this incidentally is work by 2 of our core fellows, Tony and Molly. So you can see like the variety of work that gets made here, you know. So anyway, that's what goes on. So everybody glazes their stuff, does their stuff, and then we take it outside to the kiln pad to get fired. So
Oh,
we go out
cool.
there and
Show
look
us
at
that.
kilns. Oh yeah.
A lot of kilns.
Oh my gosh, so many kilns. So like I say, we can have a lot of students per class, which is great because, you know, we need to fill up the kiln.
Right.
So here's our large salt soda kiln.
Wow.
And then behind it is our soda kiln. And you know, it's really fun, like the kiln gets to temperature and then we put salt and soda into the hot kiln and it glazes the ware, another layer of mystery. And it's really, salt firing is a Penland tradition. We've always had a salt kiln.
Nice.
And these are great. I mean, you really can't do these firing places. Some places it's you know, produces a lot of bad gases. Oh dear, did I just say that? But here, nobody cares. So this is a great draw for students.
Nice.
So we've got this firing. Then our gas production kilns.
Right.
And then, you know, like I say, we do a lot of electric firing.
Yeah.
I mean, any type of firing process we've got.
Nice.
But I want to show you the wood kiln.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful wood kiln. We have 2 wood kilns.
So a lot of places don't have wood kilns.
That's true because they take up a lot of space. So here we've got our large wood kiln. Do we just want to walk down
Yeah,
here?
that'd be great.
So we've got our large wood kiln here that's actually 2 kilns kind of pushed together. But this is great. We've got our salt chamber and then just like a glaze chamber and then our 2 in the front
Nice.
for like all the wood ash
Ah, I
that lands
gotcha.
on your pots and does things. So do a little project down there.
Yeah.
But this kiln is like, in a summer workshop, this is like the perfect summer kiln. All the students, everybody helps load the kiln, everybody helps fire the kiln.
Nice.
Which is awesome because when I went to college, you put your pots on the shelf and you came back and somebody else had fired
Right.
before you, and I didn't learn anything.
Right.
But here at Penland, students can participate in all aspects of the firing.
That's
you know.
great.
And also, I should mention, students clean up the kiln and do all the wood. And we have our raku area up here that we can look at too, if you want to see that. We do a lot of alternative firing at kilns. Raku firing and pit firing. And this summer, there's going to be some raku action. A raku kiln.
Nice.
And then another small salt soda kiln that's really popular.